You're listening to the Learn to Relax podcast, the place you can come to improve your sleep. Welcome to any new listeners who are joining us today, and welcome back if you've been here for a while. If you're listening now, you'll probably lay in your bed. Make sure to have no distractions around you. Turn off your light, close your eyes, put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Relax. Your mind might be racing from the day's events. Let's take a moment to slow it down. Remember that anything you did today has already happened. You can't change it. Worrying about things won't help to change anything. It'll only frustrate you and keep you from getting to sleep. So, try your best to let go of your thoughts if they're in the way. Remember, we're all on our own journey to better sleep, but tonight, let's focus on right now. This time, we'll start with a quick exercise for concentration, and then move on to our breath. For the next 30 seconds, allow your mind to wander. Let it think about whatever it wants. It can be as random as you like. Don't stop any thoughts from appearing. Let them come and go, like waves washing up on the sand. Let your thoughts move around your head. And now, gather all those thoughts you've been having over the last half minute and throw them away. They might come back, but if they do, try not to let them bother you. Now let's move on to a breathing exercise. Take in as much air as you possibly can on the in-breath. Gather it all up, and then let it out in 3 bursts, sinking into the mattress as you do so. Take in as much air as you can on the in-breath, and then let it all out in 3 bursts. And repeat this 5 or 6 times, just to relax your body and get ready for our sleep story. For tonight's sleep story, we travel to the sea. You're on a large ferry, crossing the ocean at a considerable speed, though you feel no bumping or juddering. It's an overnight ferry, and you are heading up onto the deck to see the spectacular sight of the sea at night. As you walk along the narrow corridor, you can hear no talking from the other cabins, only the perpetual hum of the engine through the floor, the creaking of pipes and vents above your head. At the end of the corridor lies a huge dining room. Earlier in the day, this room had been full of people, and bursting with life. Now, it's so empty and so still, you could hear a pin drop. Walking through it, you look around, taking everything in. The food court has been tidied and cleaned, everything covered by metal lids. All the chairs are neatly stacked and locked in place, so as not to move with the rocking of the boat. Everything in here has its place. You reach the end of the food court and start to trudge up the stairs towards the deck. A lone door stands at the top, and it swings open at your touch. The sea breeze hits you, and your nostrils are filled with the glorious scent of the ocean. The salty spray wets your face as you walk to the edge of the deck. Leaning over like a child, you marvel at the vast expanse of ocean before you. You can see nothing but water for miles and miles either side of you. The ferry leaves great streams of white foam in its wake, sending huge ripples across the water for hundreds of meters. Then, in the distance, you see a sight too beautiful for words. Two whales, each the size of a large coach, leap out of the water, sending great plumes of spray up around their immense forms. With a sudden blast, the whales' blowholes erupt with jets of water, travelling high into the air. What a thing to behold! They leave once more, gone as quickly as they arrived. You stand there, looking into the distance, not really knowing what you're looking for, just entranced by the hypnotic rise and fall of the waves. After a long while observing the ocean, you decide it's time for bed. You head back down the staircase, back through the deserted food court, back along the narrow corridor, past the hundreds of cabin doors, and into your own cabin. How cozy it is in here. The ceiling is just high enough to stand up, but low enough to make you feel safe and enclosed by the walls. Your bed lies in one corner of the room. A small door leading to the toilet is in the other corner. And then you lie down on your bed, pulling the covers up over your body, right up to just below your chin. It's a cold night, but in your bed, you're so warm and so content. Shutting off the light, you listen in the darkness. There is the constant hum of the engine. You thought that this sound would become annoying, but it soothes you with its long, monotonous drone. A kind of comforting sound. And you can hear distant crashes of waves outside. Very faint, but noticeable. Occasionally, you can make out a muffled word or two from one of the crew members on the floor above you. All these sounds are so constant and so calming, they begin to lure you into sleep. Your eyes close with a tired flutter. Your head lolls to one side. Your body is heavy and still. And then, with this tired feeling, allow yourself to drift off into a deep, relaxed sleep.